Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you as living proof that imagination is the most powerful tool we possess. My journey to manifest $1 million was not a path of luck or chance, it was one of deliberate inner transformation. The journey began when I realized that everything I desire already exists within me. I closed my eyes and imagined myself as the person who already had $1 million. I didn't merely see it, I felt it. I felt the security, the joy, and the freedom that came with it. That feeling became my reality, even though the outer world had not yet caught up. I learned to assume the state of the wish fulfilled. Every day I would sit quietly and visualize myself living a life of abundance. I would hear the congratulatory voices of those around me, feel the weight of the money in my hands, and know in my heart that it was mine. At times doubts tried to creep in. The physical world can be a relentless challenger to the unseen. But I persisted. I reminded myself that what I see with my inner eye is more real than anything the outer world can show me. As I lived in the end, I noticed something miraculous. Opportunities began to appear, unexpected phone calls, chance meetings, and ideas that seemed to come from nowhere. This is what Neville calls the bridge of incidents. The world reshaped itself to reflect my inner state. Through it all, I remained grateful. Gratitude is the language of the fulfilled. Even when the $1 million wasn't yet in my bank account, I gave thanks as though it was. Gratitude anchored me in the state of abundance. And then one day it happened. The $1 million materialized in a way that no logic could have predicted. But the truth is, I was not surprised. I had already experienced it within myself countless times. This journey taught me that wealth is not something you chase, it is something you embody. When you transform your inner world, the outer world has no choice but to follow. So I urge you, dare to imagine, dare to feel, and dare to persist. Everything you desire is already within you, waiting to be claimed. Manifestation is not magic, it is the art of becoming the person who already has what they seek. Imagination is the seed of all creation. It is the sacred spark from which every manifestation begins. Within the confines of your mind, you hold a limitless canvas where the picture of your ideal life can be painted with bold, vivid strokes. It is here, in the silent realm of thought, that your journey truly begins. To see your desire vividly in the mind's eye is not merely an act of daydreaming. It is a deliberate and purposeful exercise of creative power. When you close your eyes and visualize, you are not conjuring something from nothing. Instead, you are aligning with a reality that already exists in the infinite field of possibilities. The vision must be clear and detailed. Imagine not just the outcome, but the experience of having it. If it is wealth you seek, do not simply see numbers in your bank account. Feel the exhilaration of financial freedom. Picture yourself walking confidently, surrounded by the symbols of abundance. Hear the congratulatory voices of loved ones, and feel the texture of success in every fiber of your being. The intensity of this mental image matters. The more vividly you see it, the more powerfully it imprints upon your consciousness. Your mind begins to accept this vision as fact, and as it does, it sets unseen forces into motion. Every thought, every image is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious. With care and persistence, this seed will grow, taking shape in the physical world. Imagination, therefore, is not a passive act, it is the genesis of creation. By engaging it fully, you awaken the creative force within you, capable of bringing forth the life you desire. Feeling is the gateway to fulfillment because it bridges the gap between your inner vision and your external reality. It is not enough to see your desire in your imagination, you must feel it as though it is already yours. Emotion is the language the subconscious mind understands, and it is the subconscious that shapes your world. When you allow yourself to experience the emotions associated with your fulfilled desire, you create a powerful vibrational match with that reality. If it is wealth you desire, feel the freedom and security that come with abundance. If it is love, immerse yourself in the joy and warmth of being deeply cherished. These feelings are not mere fantasies, they are the essence of the reality you are calling into existence. The key lies in immersing yourself completely in the sensation of having this requires a shift in focus from the external world to your inner state. Forget for a moment what your senses tell you and instead live in the emotional truth of your wish fulfilled. Feel the satisfaction, the excitement, the gratitude as if your desire has already materialized. The power of feeling lies in its ability to bypass the critical doubting mind. When you genuinely feel the reality of your desire, your subconscious accepts it as truth. It cannot distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. It only knows what you consistently feel. This acceptance sets the wheels of manifestation into motion, orchestrating events and circumstances to align with your inner state. Feeling, therefore, is more than a passive response. It is an active creative force. When you experience the emotions of your fulfilled desire, you are not just wishing for it, you are embodying it. You are stepping into the state of being that attracts and creates the very reality you seek. To assume the state of the wish fulfilled is to fully embrace the belief that your desire has already manifested. This process requires you to embody the experience of already having what you want, even before the external world shows any evidence of it. It's not simply about visualizing your goal, but deeply integrating it into your being so that it becomes your new reality. Aligning your inner self with the reality of your goal means thinking, feeling, and acting as though it is already done. If your desire is wealth, imagine yourself not just receiving money, but living as someone who is naturally abundant, someone whose life is marked by ease, comfort, and security. It's about inhabiting that state of wealth, not just in thought, but in every part of your being. Your emotions, body language, and even the tone of your voice should reflect the certainty that the goal is already realized. When you assume the state of the wish fulfilled, you start to shift from being a person who wants something to a person who has it. This shift is internal, and it begins by letting go of doubt and limitation. Instead of thinking about how or when your goal will come to you, you simply act as if it has already arrived. You trust that the very act of assuming this state brings it into being. This assumption is not passive or fleeting, it's a continuous, unshakable belief. You cannot flip between doubt and assumption. You must remain consistent, even when the outer world contradicts your inner state. The true power of this assumption lies in its ability to override your current circumstances. By focusing on the feeling of having your desire now, you begin to attract the circumstances, people, and opportunities that match your new, assumed state. As you persist in living as though your desire is already fulfilled, your actions will begin to reflect that belief. Your decisions, your habits, and your relationships will all be guided by the inner knowing that your goal is already yours. The world around you over time will shift to reflect the new reality you've created within yourself. Through this process, you are not just wishing for your goal, you are becoming the person who already has it. Persisting in your assumption is the act of maintaining unwavering belief in your desired outcome, regardless of what your external circumstances may suggest. It is a commitment to holding the vision of your wish fulfilled within your mind and heart, even when the world around you shows no evidence of it. This persistence is not about forcing things into being, but about staying true to the inner reality you are creating. When you assume your desire has already manifested, you may encounter moments where the outer world contradicts your inner belief. Perhaps the bank account still shows a balance far from your goal, or the opportunities you seek have yet to materialize. But this is where persistence becomes crucial. You must remain faithful to your assumption despite these apparent setbacks. The outer world is but a reflection of your inner state, and it is subject to change when you persist in your belief. To persist in your assumption is to choose to focus only on the unseen, the internal vision you hold, the emotions you experience, and the confidence you embody. It means refusing to be swayed by what is physically present, understanding that everything in the physical realm is subject to change according to your internal convictions. Your external circumstances are simply temporary. They are the result of past thoughts and beliefs. What matters now is your present assumption about your reality. This persistence also requires patience. It is not enough to assume once and then give up. You must consistently reaffirm your assumption regardless of how things appear. Every time doubt tries to enter your mind, you must remind yourself that the unseen is just as real as the seen. You do not need to wait for the physical world to align before you believe it has already happened. Your belief is the catalyst for change. The more persistent you are in your assumption, the more you impress this belief upon your subconscious mind. The subconscious does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. By persisting in the assumption of your desired state, you program your subconscious to align with that assumption, and in time the external world must conform to the inner reality you have steadfastly maintained. Living from the end is the practice of stepping into the feeling of your desire already being fulfilled. It is to think, act, and feel as if the outcome has already manifested in your life. This approach is not about waiting for the future to bring you what you want, but about embodying the reality of your wish fulfilled in the present moment. To think from the end is to align your thoughts with the assumption that your goal has already been realized. This means no longer dwelling on what is lacking or what you have yet to accomplish. Instead, you focus solely on the thoughts and beliefs of someone who already has what they desire. If your goal is financial freedom, you think as a person who is already financially free. Thoughts of abundance, ease, and security fill your mind. The mind must be trained to think from the end result, not from the present circumstance. To act from the end is to live your daily life as though your desires have already materialized. Your actions should reflect the confidence and assurance that come from having your goal in hand. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you don't wait for success to come to you. You begin acting like a successful entrepreneur now. This might mean taking bold actions, making decisions with certainty, and carrying yourself with the grace and self-assurance of someone who has already achieved their dream. To feel from the end is perhaps the most powerful part of this process. Feel the emotions of already having your desire, not as something you hope for or wish to have, but as something that is now a part of your experience. If it's love you seek, feel the joy, peace, and warmth of being deeply loved and cherished. If it's success you desire, feel the satisfaction, pride, and joy that come with it. These emotions are more than just fleeting feelings. They are vibrations that resonate with the universe and draw your desired reality into being. Living from the end requires you to embody the state of your wish fulfilled so completely that it becomes second nature. It's not an act of pretending or faking. It's about genuinely stepping into the person you would be if you already had what you desire. The more you practice thinking, acting, and feeling as if it has already happened, the more you align yourself with the reality that you are calling into existence. Every thought, action, and emotion becomes a powerful magnet for your desire, bringing it into your experience more swiftly and effortlessly. Faith is the bridge that connects the unseen to the seen, the invisible potential to its eventual manifestation. It is the inner trust that the creative power within you is working, even when there is no outward evidence of it yet. Faith is the confidence in the unseen forces at play, forces that are constantly shaping and guiding your reality, even when the physical world does not yet reflect the desires you hold in your heart. To have faith is to believe in the process, to trust that what is being created in the invisible realm will inevitably make its way into the visible world. Faith does not need proof, nor does it require external validation. It simply knows that the unseen is as real as the seen, and that the seed you plant in your mind will eventually sprout in the material world in its perfect form and time. When you trust in the creative power within, you acknowledge that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances. Instead, you are the creator of your reality, and this creative power is always working behind the scenes to manifest your desires. Your faith in this power gives you the strength to persist, even when the outer world shows no sign of progress. The lack of visible results is not a sign of failure, but a natural part of the process. The unseen is being shaped and formed, preparing for its ultimate expression. Faith transcends doubt and fear, allowing you to stay aligned with your vision, even when it seems impossible or distant. It is the unwavering belief that the reality you are imagining and feeling is already in existence, just waiting to be revealed. Even when the evidence of your desire's manifestation is absent, faith holds the knowing that it is on its way, that the creative power within is steadily at work. This faith calls for patience, persistence, and a deep inner knowing. It requires you to trust in the invisible currents that are always moving in your favor, even if you cannot yet see them. As you hold on to this faith, You begin to see the alignment of circumstances, the subtle clues and the synchronicities that reveal the hidden workings of the universe, leading you closer to the fulfillment of your desire. Your world is a direct reflection of your consciousness. The reality you experience, the events that unfold, the people you meet, and the circumstances you face are all mirrors of your dominant thoughts and feelings. What you hold in your mind and feel deeply within is projected outward, shaping the world around you. This means that the external environment you see is not random or by chance, but a mirror image of your inner beliefs, assumptions, and emotional states. When your mind is filled with thoughts of fear, doubt, or limitation, the world will reflect these feelings back to you in the form of obstacles, delays, and disappointments. On the other hand, when your thoughts are filled with confidence, abundance, and possibility, your outer world begins to reflect this positive shift, bringing opportunities, success, and harmony into your life. Your consciousness, in essence, is the creative force that shapes your reality. The more you become aware of the power of your thoughts and feelings, the more you realize that the changes you wish to see in the external world must first begin within you. If you desire more peace in your life, you must first cultivate peace within your own mind and emotions. If you wish to experience more love, joy, or prosperity, you must start by creating these feelings internally and aligning your thoughts with their reality. Your consciousness does not merely react to the outside world, it actively creates it. The way you perceive situations and the emotions you attach to them directly impact the experiences that follow. For example, if you view a setback as a sign of failure and allow negative emotions to take hold, you reinforce a mindset of lack and limitation, and the world mirrors that back to you. However, if you choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth and maintain a positive emotional state, the universe will reflect this mindset with new opportunities and solutions. This is the power of the law of attraction at work. The universe does not give you what you want, it gives you what you are. The dominant thoughts and feelings that occupy your mind are the blueprint from which your reality is constructed. By shifting your consciousness to align with the life you wish to create, you shift the outer conditions to match it. The more you change within, the more the world around you begins to transform. Your inner world is the seed, and your outer world is the harvest. Detaching from the how is a crucial part of the manifestation process. It is the understanding that the how of your desire's fulfillment is not something you need to control or concern yourself with. The process of bringing your desires into reality is a natural law of the universe, one that works beyond your comprehension or influence. Your role is not to figure out the details of how your desire will manifest, but to focus entirely on the end result, the fulfillment of your desire, as if it is already here. When you become fixated on the how, you limit the infinite possibilities available to you. You start to believe that only one specific path can lead to your goal, and this belief often causes frustration and doubt when things don't unfold the way you expected. The universe, however, is far more creative and resourceful than you could ever be. When you detach from the how, you allow space for divine timing and unforeseen circumstances to work in your favor. The way in which your desires manifest may not be what you imagine, but it will always be perfect and aligned with your highest good. Focusing on the how often comes from a place of fear or lack, fear of not knowing the steps, fear of not having control, or fear of failure. But manifestation is not about controlling the process, it's about trusting that once you set your intention, the universe will guide you. Your job is to remain confident, aligned with your desire, and open to whatever means the universe may use to deliver it to you. Your focus should solely be on the end result, the feeling of already having your desire. By detaching from the how, you surrender the burden of control and create space for your desire to unfold naturally. You free yourself from the anxiety and pressure of trying to make things happen, and instead allow the process to flow effortlessly. This sense of surrender doesn't mean you stop acting or making decisions. It means you act from a place of trust and certainty, knowing that everything is working out in your favor. When you are not attached to the how, you maintain a state of faith and patience. You trust that the universe knows the best way to bring your desires to fruition, and your role is to simply align with that process. The path may not always be clear, and sometimes it may feel uncertain, but when you trust in the power of your intention and remain focused on the end result, You are allowing the creative forces of the universe to work without interference. Gratitude is a powerful and transformative force in the process of manifestation. To express gratitude as though your desire is already a reality is to recognize that the feeling of thankfulness activates the creative energies of the universe. When you are grateful not for what is lacking, but for what is already present, whether in physical form or in the unseen, you align yourself with the vibration of abundance and fulfillment. Gratitude is more than a simple acknowledgement of good things in your life. It is an emotional state that reflects the energy of having already received your desire. When you express gratitude as though your desire is already here, you are not only confirming your belief in the manifestation process, but you are also creating the emotional experience of already having what you want. This shifts your vibration and attracts more of the same energy into your life. If your desire is financial abundance, for example, you express gratitude for the wealth that is already yours. Even if the physical money has not yet materialized, you thank the universe for the financial freedom, the security, and the opportunities that are coming to you. This feeling of gratitude, of truly being thankful for the abundance in your life, strengthens the assumption that wealth is already yours. You begin to see it in your life in a new way, focusing on the abundance you already have, which amplifies the energy of wealth. When you practice gratitude in this way, you are training your mind to focus on the reality of your desires as if they are already present. It is not about pretending or faking gratitude. It is about genuinely feeling the emotions of thankfulness for the fulfillment that is already on its way. The deeper your gratitude, the stronger the feeling of already having your desire. This emotion of gratitude is like a magnet, drawing your desire into physical form. Gratitude also helps you to remain in a state of alignment with your desires. It prevents you from slipping into feelings of lack, fear, or impatience. By constantly feeling grateful for what you already have and what you are about to receive, you remain focused on the positive, attracting more of what you desire. It keeps you centered in the present moment, where everything you need already exists. The power of gratitude in manifestation lies in its ability to elevate your emotional state. It shifts you from a place of wanting and needing into a state of fulfillment and knowing. The universe responds to this energy. And as you continue to express gratitude as though your desire has already come to pass, you align your outer world with your inner vision. Transformation precedes manifestation because the outer world is a direct reflection of your inner state. The world around you will not change until you first change within. Your inner world, consisting of your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and perceptions, acts as the blueprint from which your reality is constructed. The external conditions you face, whether they involve your relationships, career, health, or finances, are the result of the mental and emotional state you currently inhabit. When you desire to manifest a new reality, the transformation must begin with your mindset. If you want to see different results in your life, you must first transform the way you think and feel about yourself, your circumstances, and your potential. This transformation is not about changing the outer world directly, but about changing the way you perceive it and how you interact with it from within. The key to this transformation lies in the understanding that the universe responds to your consciousness. If you continue to hold the same limiting beliefs, doubts, or negative emotions, your external world will continue to mirror that inner state. But when you shift your consciousness, when you change your beliefs, assumptions, and feelings, you automatically change the vibration you emit, and the universe must respond by bringing forth a reality that aligns with this new state of being. For example, if you are looking to manifest financial abundance, the change must first happen in your thoughts and emotions about money. If you hold beliefs of scarcity or fear around finances, the universe will reflect those beliefs back to you in the form of financial struggle. However, if you transform your inner state by adopting beliefs of abundance, security, and confidence in your ability to attract wealth, your outer circumstances will begin to shift in response. The transformation occurs within your consciousness first, and then the outer world adjusts to align with that inner transformation. This principle also applies to all areas of life. If you wish to manifest a loving relationship, you must first transform the way you view yourself and love yourself. As your self-worth increases and your inner state becomes one of love and acceptance, you will naturally attract relationships that reflect those feelings. If you want a career change, the inner transformation may involve shifting your beliefs about your abilities, your worthiness, or your potential for success. Transformation begins with a conscious shift in your thinking, a change in your emotions, and an elevation in your vibration. As you make these internal changes, the world around you must conform. The outer world cannot help but reflect the changes you've made within. This is the law of correspondence in action as above, so below as within, so without. Your transformation creates a new energetic frequency, and the universe responds by manifesting circumstances, opportunities, and people that resonate with that new frequency.